Hello, welcome to my American Idol Season 11 review for January 18th, and this is the Savannah auditions. It is the premiere. I thought this was a very good, solid first day. There's a lot of pimping going on, but I still enjoyed it. Some pimping that I thought did not deserve to be pimped, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, very, very good start of the season. Looking forward to hearing more. Alright, first up was David Leathers, and he is from North Carolina. Somewhere in North Carolina. Oh, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and he actually competed with Scotty McCreery in a local talent contest, and he actually beat Scotty McCreery. So, yeah, he sang Remember the Rain by Century 21. I actually very much enjoyed this. You know, looking at him, you know, he looks like he's 12, and you're kind of like, really? I don't know. But then when you hear his voice, you're kind of like, yeah, I guess he's good. He's going to be like the Bieber of black people. Not like that's being racist, but that's pretty much, his voice sounds pretty similar to Bieber. So, pretty good. I think he'll do good. Oh, I know the top 42. If you want to know the top 42, if you want to be spoiled, I have a video announcing it. It's also on MJS Big Blog, and I'm sure it's on other blogs. I am aware of who is in the top 42, and there were quite a few on this list that made it through that are on the top 42, and quite a few that are on this list that are not in the top 42. I'm not going to say who is in the top 42 because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but if you want to be spoiled, there is a video in my video description called American Idol Season 11's Top 24 Spoilers, and you can also look it up on MJS Big Blog. Alright, after that was Gabby Kaba, and she is from North Haven, Connecticut, and she sang Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. This was okay, pretty good. I don't know, I'm not really into the whole teenager. There was a lot of teenagers in this episode, and I'm not really big on the teenagers on American Idol. I never really was until Scotty McCreery, because I just loved his voice. None of the teenagers on this episode really won me over. I liked David Leathers, but other than that, no one really won me over. I thought she was good, but I'm not a fan yet. Still have some time to maybe become a fan. Alright, after that was Jessica Whitley, and she's from Carrubba Falls, Ohio, and oh wait, no, she's not next. Oh, hold on, I skipped a couple people. Sorry. They had a little montage of a couple people that made it. Their names are Brianna Faluk of Monroe, Georgia, and she sang I Want to Dance with Somebody. There was a Bruno Mars lookalike called Nico Starr, and he sang Grenade, and he's 15 years old, and he's from Franklin. Oh wait, no, he's not 15, he's 20, sorry. He's 20 years old, and he's, I don't know, okay. 15-year-old from Franklin, Tennessee, named Molly Hunt, and then she sang You're No Good, and then Elise Testone sang Get It While You Can, and she is a 28-year-old from Charleston, South Carolina. Alright. Then after that was Jessica Whitley from Ohio. This was the first bad audition. She was horrible. Not good at all. And she said she's coming back for the Texas auditions. Please don't. Alright. After that was Shawn Craisman, and he is from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and he's 26, and he sang Oh Girl by the Cheeleats. He is the Ryan Seacrest lookalike. Very funny, very entertaining, but he is not good enough to make it into Hollywood. Alright, after that was 15-year-old from Tampa, Florida, Shannon McRae. and she is her father is was on the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, Joe McRae, and she seemed pretty cool. She's 6 foot. She's 6 foot tall, but she's 15. I actually kind of liked her. She was one of the teenagers that I actually kind of liked. She sang "Someone Got a Hold on Me" by Etta James, which someone actually now has released a remix version of that. The "Oh, Sometimes I Got a Good Feeling." Yeah. There's a remix of that going on right now, so that was actually good in her benefit for singing that song, because there's a remix, so a lot of people knew the song and connected to it. All of her family came in during the audition room, just like Lauren Elena did in season 10, so I'm guessing that the producers are trying to pimp her a lot. Lots of pimping going on American Idol. Not anything unusual, but it gets annoying sometimes. Alright, next up was Amy Brumfield, and she is from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. She's 24, and she sings "Superwoman" by Alicia Keys. She lives in a tent. She says she would rather live in a tent than living in an apartment struggling. So she lives in a tent with her boyfriend, I think. I don't think they're married. I think they're boyfriend and girlfriend. So yeah, she lives in a tent. She was actually good. I was expecting her to be bad, but she was actually good. Not the best, but you never know. She could go far. You never know. Pretty good. Hopefully she doesn't have to live in a tent after this with the recognition, hopefully. Alright, after that, we had Joshua Chavis, and he is from Camden, South Carolina, and he's 23, and he sang "I'm Yours" by Jason Maraz. This was horrible. I'm pretty sure he was gay, which has nothing to do with it, because I think he said at one point he had a boyfriend. And he kind of seemed a little flamboyant. Not that it really matters, but just making an observation of what I saw. He said he has been compared to Daughtry and Brad Paisley, and that was not he didn't sound like either one of them at all. He was horrible, bad. He had a fit. So it was good entertainment with his little fit that he had. Alright. Next up was Stephanie Renae, and she sang "Inside Your Heaven" by Carrie Underwood, and she is from Orange Park, Florida, and she's 15. This was, I didn't like it at all. She had an okay voice, not that good, nothing special, didn't like it. Alright, next up was Schyler Dixon, and she sang "Breakeven" by The Script, and her brother Colton Dixon auditioned last year. She did too, but she did not make it to the top 24. He actually made it to the top, no, he didn't make it to the top 40, he made it to the top 42, I think, and he almost made it to the top 24. And he decided not to audition, but he was there, and Schyler said he's here. The judges were like, bring him in, and Colton went in, and he ended up auditioning, and they both got through. This was kind of ridiculous, because not that I don't like Colton, because I actually really like Colton. I think he's really good. I think he's one to look out for. I think he's great, and I think he would definitely have a good future with his style, and it's something different that American Idol really hasn't had, so I really like him. I like Schyler too, but I think the problem is it was originally her audition, and then they treated it like it was his audition. He came in there, and all the judges are treating him like, oh, they've been best friends forever, and Schyler's just standing there like, what about me? Like, come on. And like when Colton goes over to like shake their hand, like Schyler's just standing there, and then Steven Tyler's like, I'll shake your hand when you win, or something like that. And I'm like, that's extremely rude. Like, come on. But yeah, I think in the back of her mind, I mean, she was happy for her brother, but at the same time, she was probably really pissed that her brother was taking up her shining moment. But I actually really liked both of them, so we'll see what happens. I've never seen two siblings together on American Idol in the final rounds. That would be kind of interesting, in my opinion. A lot of times on these shows, when siblings are on there, they only let one through. But I would think it would be interesting to have two siblings in the finals, and like say if like they ended up in the final two, that would be freaking cool, you know. But you never know. You never know what happens. All right. Next up is Lauren Mink, and she is from Winchester, Kentucky, and she sang "Country Strong" by Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's 25. I was very excited when she sang "Country Strong." I actually just watched that movie last week for the first time, and I very much enjoyed it. Love, love, love it. And her voice was compared to Jennifer Nettles. Randy compared her to Jennifer Nettles. I don't think she's as good as Jennifer Nettles, but I love Jennifer Nettles, so having that compliment given to her, I was like, ooh, maybe she's one to look out for. So I like Jennifer Nettles. But Jennifer Nettles is from Sugarland, if you didn't know. Sugarland is a band, a country band, that's very good. If you haven't heard them and you like country, check them out. But if you like country, I don't know why you wouldn't have known Sugarland, because they're amazing. Alright, anyways. She works at a special ed school, like, kind of place. It's not a school, it's like a place where special ed people get together and do activities and things. Very good, liked it very much. She's one to look out for. Alright, so next up was, I don't even know how to say his name. Mawinda Kaducho, I don't know. He's from West Africa, and he sang I Won't Let Go by Rascal Flatts, and he's 25. This was horrible, 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 horrible. Not even going to talk about it. It's not even worth talking about. Alright. Next up was Ashley Altist, and she's from Kingston, North Carolina, and she sang Come Together by the Beatles, and she's 28. She had her own little dance called the Joy Hop. She was kind of cool. She had fun, cool, free-spirited, but I don't know if she's going to make it that far. We'll see. Alright, after that was W.T. Thompson, and he is 25, and he is from Approximate, Virginia, and he sang Boondocks by Little Big Town. I don't know. I didn't really like it, but he still got through. I don't know. I don't think he's that great. I don't think he'll make it that far, but we'll see. Alright, after that was Erica Nowak, and she's from Buffalo, New York, which is actually where, I'm not from Buffalo, but I live like an hour away from there. And of course, someone that is local is not good. I've never really had a local person on American Idol. The only person on that was kind of local from where I live in Rochester, New York, which is about an hour away from Buffalo. The only local person was in season 3, and that was John Stevens, and he came in 6th place, and he is from Buffalo, New York. That's really the only local person we've ever had on American Idol. So I was like, ooh, Buffalo, New York. And of course she has to be bad. So I was like, oh, I just want someone local on American Idol sometime. We had someone local on X Factor, Nick Dean. He's from Rochester, and I was very excited, but of course he was in a group that wasn't that good. So I was like, ugh, I want a local on one of these shows someday. Maybe I just have to move. But yeah, she wasn't good. She has like a crush on Steven Tyler and said that he is his future ex-husband. So yeah, it was kind of funny. She squeezed his butt, and then she squeezed Randy's butt, which was disgusting, but whatever. Alright, anyways. She was bad. And after that was Brittany Kerr, and she is 24, and she is from Charlotte, North Carolina, and she sang Spoiled by Josh Stone. This was okay, nothing special. She's just pretty much pretty face. Nothing special about her. The 2 guys liked her, Jennifer didn't. I don't think she'll make it that far. We'll see. Alright, and then the person who got the pimp spot was Phillip Phillips. He is 20. He is from Leesburg, Georgia, and he sang Superstitions from Stevie Wonder and Thriller, Michael Jackson. Alright, so I know there's already a lot of fangirls for Phillip Phillips. Tons of people on Twitter are like, oh my god, I love him. Oh my god, he's gonna be in the finale. Oh my god, he's so good. I love him so much. Blah, 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 blah. To be honest, I didn't really see it. I didn't see what the big deal was. I mean, yeah, he's a white, cute guy who wears the plaid shirts like Scotty McCreery. He plays the guitar like an average white boy in this music business, and he had an okay, decent voice. I just didn't see it. Yeah, he has a cool name. He has the first and same last name, except his last name is with an S. But I just didn't see it. Like, his voice was okay. It wasn't anything special. And then what I got really mad about is he was allowed to play the guitar in his audition. Normally, auditions are not allowed to play an instrument. Yeah, Casey Evans played the melodica, but that's not a real instrument. A guitar is a real instrument, and they let him play. He didn't do it at first, but the second song he sang, they let him do it. So I guess they weren't considering that his real audition. But still, he still had the guitar, and it was like so completely pimping him. It was just ridiculous. I don't know. I'm not on the Phillip Phillips. Oh my god, I'm gonna get tongue twister. I'm not on the Phillip Phillips bandwagon at all at this point. I think he's being pimped, so I'm guessing that he's probably going to be in the top 24. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't think it was that great, but apparently a lot of people like it, so you never know. Alright, that was my American Idol review for January 18th, the Savannah auditions. Alright, tomorrow they're going to Pittsburgh, so I am hoping that maybe there are some locals, because Pittsburgh is only 5 hours away from Rochester, so I'm hoping we have a local on this show this year. I really just want a local, please, or at least somewhere in New York. Come on, we have to have someone from New York on these shows. We have talent here, at least none that I know of, but there should be. New York is the third most populated state. We should have some talent somewhere. Alright, comment, rate, subscribe, and see you tomorrow.